So now we'll be solving question number 5 from phase 1, chapter forces and the laws of motion. This is from the exercise 1, question number 5. So let's read the question. Force of 5 Newton changes the velocity of the body from 10 meter per second to 20 meter per second in 5 seconds. So if the velocity is changing, momentum is changing for the body and the time is given. Now they are asking how much force is required to bring about the same change in 2 seconds. So here the change is happening in terms of momentum and the cause is the force. So as you see, if I go for, according to the second law, if I go for the second law, which says F is equals to delta P by delta T. Force equals to delta P by delta T. Here I am assuming single force acting on through a system. Now the value of force is given. Let's first calculate the change in momentum. So the delta P value, if you calculate, it will be equals to mass of the system multiplied with final velocity minus initial velocity. So final velocity is 20 meter per second and initial velocity is given as 10 meter per second. So the change in momentum coming out to be 10 times of m kg meter per second. This is the change in momentum. Now in first case, this much change in the momentum is happening in 5 seconds, and for that the cause is 5 Newton. So if I go for this equation from the first case, force is given 5, change in momentum required is 10 times of m, and the time taken is 5. So from here, if you check, basically m is coming out to be 5 by 2 kg. Now the second case is, I want the same change in momentum, but in 2 seconds. I want the same change in momentum, but in 2 seconds. And for that, how much will be the force? That's what they're asking. So I already got the mass. As you can see in this question, mass was not given. So I assume that mass. Here I assume. And finally, by using the first condition, I got the mass. Now I'll be using this mass. The second condition, so according to the second case, we need to calculate the force this time. For the same amount of change in momentum, the change in momentum is 10 times of m. Now m I'll write as 5 by 2. Divided by, the time is also changed. This time it is 2. So that is coming out to be 25 by 2 Newton, or you can say 12.5 Newton. So the force required to change the velocity from the 10 meter per second to 20 meter per second in 2 seconds this time is equals to 12.5 Newton. Now in this question, the special thing was the mass of the system was not given. So in place of looking for the mass in the question, I assume that. So in case they were not giving the mass, they were giving some extra condition. So using the condition, I was able to calculate the mass here. Okay. Thank you.